Fuzzy, where are ya? Hey, Tango. Hey, Tango. I hear ya. I hear ya. Hey, Dexter. How are you, buddy? You okay? You gonna get some mice for me today? How you doing, guys? Chad here, and welcome back to the Hidden Spring Farm. A few things I want to get done today. I just bought a bunch of feed, so I got to get that kind of spread around. I'm going to try doing the turkey feed a little bit different. I got a couple of cans, and I'm going to put it inside and kind of set that up because it's a little bit annoying when I have to walk back and forth. I want to make it a bit more efficient for myself when it comes to feeding the turkeys, because the turkey feed is different from the chicken feed, so it's just a bit of a nuisance to keep having to walk back and forth. So I'm going to fix that up. And plus I'm still going to be working on that little garden shed for my darling. That way she can be more efficient on the farm as well. And we're going to have a lot of fun on the farm as per usual. What's going on with Fuzzy? Why is he not coming out today? You coming out, Fuzzy? What are you doing? How about you, Sushi? Sushi! Hi, Bubbles. Hi, Sushi. You coming out, Sushi? You coming out, Sushi? There's Tango. She might want to go back in. You see how Bubbles just sits there? She never comes to the door. She never tries to escape. She never gives me any grief, or she doesn't give me a hard time. She just minds her own business, and she's a good cat. She never tries to escape, right? You figure if I open this door, Maggie, Chunk, Fozzie, Tango, Mango, they're all kind of right here trying to escape immediately as soon as I crack the door even a little. But that cat, Bubbles, she just stays put. It's almost like she knows that she's comfortable and safe in here and she never wants to leave. Sushi, sometimes she comes out and sometimes she doesn't. Today's one of those days it doesn't look like she wants to come out. Mango and Tango are right here. Dexter's here. Okay, guys, I'm going to close the door. Tango, move. Move. Are you staying in? Huh? Are you staying in with Bubbles? Hey, Tango. You okay, Fuzzy? You okay, big guy? Hey, Chunk. You're gonna pee right there, eh, Maggie? We have guests in the farmhouse right now from Minneapolis, Minnesota. And they're actually not coming to the farm from YouTube, really. They're booking the farm just because they're coming up here for a family reunion. Charles, the father, he's got, I think it's his sister, lives in Aurelia, which is a close town. And they're meeting with them, and they're not even here right now. They're out and about doing lots of family stuff, but they are loving the farm. They have a bunch of little small kids, and the kids are so cute, eh? They're pulling my hands and dragging me all the way up to where the ducks are because they want to see the duck parade. Because, you know, I'm telling them all about the farm, and I'm like, okay, we got cats, and there's ducks and rabbits and all the different animals. And they go, ducks, you got ducks? Can we see the ducks? And then they're going crazy for the ducks. So I have to show them the duck parade and get that going so that they're standing right there while the ducks all freak out and kind of like, and they quack all out to the orchard. They had a real big kick out of it too. It was cool. This is the perfect time of year for people to visit the farm too, because all around the farmhouse is in full bloom. Lots of flowers, lots of plants, and it's all great to look at and beautiful as you're hanging around the farmhouse area. My darling wife is actually here today as well. She's over here in the blueberry patch picking blueberries again because, since the last time, there's a whole bunch more blueberries that are ripe. And, we want to get them because they're valuable superfood antioxidants. How you doing, my darling? Lots of blueberries still, eh?
Yeah.
You getting eaten alive by the bugs, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, look at all the berries. For sure you're going to fill this thing
Yeah.
because it's a lot. I looked over there. There's tons.
Yeah. You see?
Tons.
Look at this, darling.
Holy smoke, see?
Look.
It's a really, really, really great year for blueberries for us. Holy smokes.
And all the big ones, I go to.
And you're eating them.
Yeah.
Some for the basket, some for you.
It's so sweet.
So sweet, eh?
Yeah, I love it.
Even a small plant like this has lots of berries on it. Look at it all. It's so cool. Keep in mind as well, you see kind of the size of all of these bushes. I mean, they're not even up to my waistline. Maybe they're up to my thighs. And some of them are just up to my knees, really, when you think about it. And they're producing like a good amount of berries. Now these varieties, there's 3 different varieties here. I can't remember the names of the varieties. One of them is Chippewa, one of them is Patriot, and the other one I can't remember, North Star, North something. Anyhow, they're like high bush blueberries, they're supposed to get like 4 or 5 feet tall, so like up to here, and they're going to get pretty wide. So can you imagine in a few more years when these bushes still continue to grow, how much blueberries we're going to get on these bushes? We'll be able to freeze enough blueberries to have berries for the whole year. That's what I'm talking about. That's why we're doing this right now. And this year, 2025, is definitely our absolute biggest blueberry harvest to date. Most of these blueberry bushes that you see here, we planted them 3 and 4 years ago, and they're just starting to produce a lot. This is a good year for blueberries.
It's your lunch.
Need a little snack. So different from when you buy it in the grocery store. So different.
It's a big one. In my mouth.
Olive, are you going to stay here with Mama or are you coming with me? What do you want to do?
For sure she's gonna come.
Okay. Where's your ball? You got your Kong or your ball? What is that? Oh, that's the Kong. Okay. Okay. It's going to go over this way, okay? 1, 2, 3. I see ya. There's Maggie and Fozzie hanging out together. Fozzie doing a nice little stretch. Maggie scratching her chin on a branch. Cats are always so cool when they're out free on the farm. They're just loving their life. Man, she's really sniffing that branch, eh? Scratching her whole face on that branch. My wife's got a watermelon for the two pigs because watermelon, I think, is their favorite. They go crazy for the watermelon. You okay, Chuck? You coming into the barn? You want to go see the pigs? Yeah, I know you do, bud. Here, let me open the door for you. Okay? Here you go, bud. You get some mice, okay? Billy! How are ya? Are you peeing on my shovel? Why are you peeing right here? Look, you just peed all over this barrel. Are you spreading your scent all over the place, eh, bud? That's okay, anyway. You get the rats, okay? Counting on you, bud. Bubby, nose bump? Good boy. I can hear Chunk crying in the loft area of the barn. I can hear him. He's like, meow, meow. It's like he doesn't want to be alone. Here, Billy, look at that. Look at that. It's one of your favorites. Oh, yeah. Juicy, eh? There's Chunk. Hi, Chunk. Well, you don't want to be alone? Okay, Bobby, I'm coming, buddy. I'm coming. Let's put it in the bowl. Okay? Let's put it in the bowl. Here. There. I know you like that because that's like your favorite. Right? You got to use those big boar teeth that you got growing there. Right, Bobby? This here is our yard hydrant. It's kind of down here where the horse water is. This hose is going over to the blueberries and the raspberries and the grapes and all that. This hose, I just connected it, and that's going over to where I can give the pigs some water. And then this black hose is for them to just fill up the water there. So, but in the last video, somebody was asking me about this yellow thing, and they were asking if it's for the pressure. And it's really not for the pressure. It's just the thing that closes off the water, you know? So you turn that and the water shoots out. If you turn that back off, it turns off. That's all it is. It's just a little ball thing inside. It has nothing to do with the pressure, but we have really good pressure here at the farm. Okay, pigs, here's some water for you. I know it's a hot one today. Man, Billy's almost finished her watermelon already. Okay, Bobby, don't be scared. It's just water. It's just for you to have a mud bath. It's too hot. Oh, it looks like Billy's gonna go in the mud. You're going in the mud, huh? She's not really rolling around yet, though. Oh, maybe she's gonna get right down in there. You're just getting your feet and your belly wet. Look how she's eating the watermelon right down to the rind. It's only a little bit left. She's good. It's too hot to do anything today. Tango's just sitting there. Fozzie's just sitting there. And Chunk just arrived and he's just sitting there. But they don't want to go back in. They want their freedom, but they just want to lie around in the shade. Can I pet you, Bubbles? I got one pet in. I got one pet in. I see ya. Smell my finger? No? Okay, guys. I want to try to get one of the drake ducks, the white ones in particular, but I don't know which ones are the drakes until I see them trying to mate. Then I know which one, to be sure. Okay, I managed to get one drake anyway. I saw him right in the act, so I know that that's a boy right there. The khaki Campbell drakes are fairly easy to distinguish because they have dark greeny heads in the spring and dark brown heads throughout the summer, and they have different side feathers, and they have a little curly tail on the end in the spring, which kind of dissipates throughout the summer. But the white ducks, very tough. I find anyways, you can't distinguish by sound because all the ducks are together and they're all just making sound, and it's hard to distinguish. So I got this guy anyway. I'm going to separate him for now so that we can lessen our drakes. And all the ducks are a little bit freaked out now because I scooped this guy up. They don't know what to make of it, but we do have too many drakes and I need to lessen maybe 1 or 2 drakes. You can actually see his thing sticking out there because he was just in the middle of the mate. So that's exactly how I needed to distinguish. The ducks are freaking out because I'm right here. But it's the only way so far that I've been able to figure out that he is a boy when I catch them in the act, red-handed. Okay, I got that drake in a little room in the barn there, separated, just temporarily. But I got to figure out what I'm going to do with him. If I can't find another home for him, he'll be meat. I guess that white duck right there is a male as well, because he's chasing after that female. He's swimming right now though. I'm pretty sure that that big duck right there is a male because he's so big, and look at his tail. It's a little curly on the end. I'm not sure about these other ones. They're still a little small and it's hard to tell. I'm choosing to remove the white ducks instead of the brown ducks because I'm worried that the white gene is going to become the dominant gene in our flock, and I don't really want that. I like the khaki Campbell ducks, and we just hatched out 5 ducks. 3 of them were white and 2 of them were brown. I'm hoping that the 2 brown ones are hens, but I don't know. We'll see if I can get another one. I know that guy in the water is a boy. Come on out, bud. I'm not going to hurt you. Don't go around. How can I get you when you're over there? Got him. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. He's all right. I'm just going to put him in with his buddy. He's not even quacking, but he was chasing after the hen in the water, so I'm like, 95% sure that it's a drake. See, if you listen to their sounds, you can hear that they're not quacking. That's why the 2 of them are drakes. It's confirmed because you can hear the sound. It's just like a little raspy grunt. It's not really like a Tim Allen grunt, but they're definitely boys. Let's check in on the pond. Thought I saw some frogs the other day. Yeah, there's 2 right there. Take a look. Now, I don't know if those are adult frogs or if they've grown from tadpoles. I'm really not sure, but over there on that log, it looks like there's a couple of frogs as well. Looks like 3 frogs right there all together. 3 of them. Yeah, 3 of them. I bet you those are new frogs. They've grown from the tadpoles. Look at the bright green color on them. Actually, if you look down there, there's another one. Well, as far as I can tell, if you have frogs, it means you have a healthy pond. Okay, so we got 2 drakes separated. If I am to look at that pile right there, I can see that there looks to me like there's 2 khaki drakes. It's really tough to tell at this time of year, but Definitely the one in the middle there and the one on the edge. That's 2, 3. Oh, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 khaki drakes. The white ones, I don't know which ones are drakes and which ones are not. But in any case, we separated 2 drakes now. So hopefully that's enough, because most of those are hens. Now that first white duck right there, I think that's also a drake. That one right there might also be a drake. That's the injured hen before. She's doing a lot better. I think the one that's in the water is a hen. But those 2 khakis right there, it's hard to tell at this point. They don't really have dark colored heads. And I can't hear the sounds that they're making, if it's quacks or grunts, because they're all just making noise together. So I don't know, I'll give it more time. Even if you look at the feathers on the side, sometimes the feathers on the side can distinguish if it's a boy. But geez Louise, I'm not quite sure. They kind of look like females, but it's so early to judge. See the side feathers over there? That's got a little bit of light colored brown and dark colored brown. I don't know. There's my darling. She's getting ready to go somewhere. Maybe she's gonna go get a drink or something. Maybe she's filled up that blueberry basket already. Yo! You done?
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Look at that. It's full. Another 4 liters. Nice, eh?
Yeah. It's so nice.
So altogether, all the stuff that my wife has picked, this is like another 4 liters. This is the 3rd basket like this. So if you think of it that way, that's 12 liters of blueberries. 12 liters. That's not even including all the blueberries that we've eaten, you know, like we keep eating them as we're picking them. What a good year for blueberries. Olive, you found yourself a big stick, huh? That's a little bit too big, kiddo. You okay, Tango? How come you're not hunting? No hunting today, huh? All your friends left you behind, or you just want to have a nap? Where's your Kong? Hey? Let's go. Where's your Kong? Oh, you got it. Good girl. Thirsty? Want a drink? So I'm just going to take one corner of the turkey trot run here to put these 2 cans so that I can dump the turkey food in there. It'll be protected from any of the turkeys from eating it, and it'll be protected from the weather, of course, and it'll save me time walking back and forth and make me a bit more efficient while I'm doing my feedings. Two boys are fighting over the one girl. That's what I'm talking about, when the two boys are getting together. That's not cool. So now the other boy's on top and he doesn't know what to do. What's he doing? Why doesn't one of them go for this female here? Now look, her feathers are all wrecked. And look at that guy, he's stamping his feet. There's Michael Jackson coming out for some fresh air. Lucy and Frankie are out. MJ's getting a drink. He's thirsty. What are you squawking for? Mango, what are you doing on the roof? Mango, I see you, buddy. You hunting? Where's Chunk? You lost Chunk, didn't ya? That's why you're crying for Chunk. You want to go in now, or are you just going to stay here and wait for Chunk? There's an inchworm right there. Here, guys, eat that. I have a broccoli plant for the rabbits, and it has no head. This is one of the ones that we already harvested the head, so it's just leaves, and the rabbits love it. Oh, where's all the rabbits? There's only one rabbit there. Hey, you guys can have this. You okay, rabbit? It's too hot, eh? How about you, big guy? You want some? She's coming over to get some broccoli leaves. Yeah, they like the broccoli leaves. At least the broccoli gives us broccoli veggies, like the head, for us to eat, but then also it gives all of those leaves for the rabbits to eat. Now, we've tested with all the other animals, and there's no other animal that likes the broccoli leaves except the rabbits. We've tested it with the pigs, the chickens, and they don't seem to do anything with it. This is where I hang up my garlic every year for the past 3 years. This is the first year that we've done it in a raised garden bed, but in previous years, I've just had it in the ground. And what you do is you dry it like this, so you're like curing it. And after you leave it like this for a couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks, all of the green leaves and stem portion is gonna dry out and really crumble. And then the garlic is basically ready to be stored. So what that means is that it'll just sit in a dark, dry cupboard in your house, kind of like potatoes and onions. It'll sit for months, months and months. And I'm gonna use these cloves to replant this coming November. And then we're gonna produce more because it's so cool. Garlic is very nice in that you can take one clove of garlic, just one little section of the garlic, plant it, and then when you're harvesting it next year, it's an entire big garlic piece with like 10 cloves on it. So it's very cool. It's like it multiplies, you know? So we haven't bought garlic in 3 years now. And my wife also minces them, and she has a jar and she minces them all up and puts it in the refrigerator. And whenever she does any cooking, it's just already minced and ready to go. So that's what we do with the garlic. With garlic, you know, it's important that you dry it or cure it. Right now, it's all damp and wet, and these are all green. What I do is tie it with a piece of twine like that, and then I hang it up inside the rabbit barn here. And it's just gonna hang and dry. Fozzie's hunting a chipmunk that's in there. There's Fozzie. And there's a chipmunk right there. He's pushing his luck because Fozzie's going to get him. Mango, what are you doing up there? There's no mice up there. You're not coming down? You're looking for squirrels, aren't you? I hear ya. Did you get him, Fozzie? No, you're sitting down on the job again. Mango, you made it behind the barn, eh? Hopefully you're hunting the mice. Ooh, he just jumped on something.
Here. Indian bitter melon.
So my darling has, I think, 2 different varieties of bitter melon in here. One is just your typical Asian variety, but that particular one right there is an Indian variety. And you can see it's growing really nicely up the trellis here. Pretty soon it's going to be crossing over the roof. You can see some of the little vegetables are growing, so they're going to get a little bit bigger, and still all these flowers should turn into more. You see, this is a little baby one. That's still going to take a while before it grows. But over here she has the Indian variety. You can see it's just a little bit different, and it's ready to harvest because she doesn't want it to get too gourdy, you know, too old. So she's taken them now. She's got a little bit of a pile there. She also has the leaves, okay? Because believe it or not, I know I've spoke about this last year as well, but the leaves of the bitter melon is edible. And she uses it kind of in a similar way that you would spinach, where she just cooks it. Sometimes it's in a soup or some kind of a stir fry or pinakbet or something like that. She doesn't harvest all of the leaves. She just harvests some, and that just gives her some food on an ongoing basis over the course of the whole summer. You can see this is going to continue to produce, you know, flowers and fruits, but it's also continuing to produce the leaves as well. See, this is what the leaf looks like, and she just cuts it off. She's not making the plant bare. You can't even notice that she took any, but she just has a little basket there for her to make one little meal for herself. But this is all coming really nice right now. This is the long beans. Look at it. It's so profuse. So profuse. I don't really see any beans. It's still up. Oh, look at this. That's a little flower, and it's starting to come. Is there beans?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the beans are coming. Look.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Here, you see it's a lot.
Cool.
See?
So she's pretty happy about it. She's going to have lots of sitao beans. This is even better than last year. If all of this produces, she's going to have bunches and bunches and bunches of that stuff. Remember my wife harvested basil a few weeks ago? Look at the basil again. She didn't dig up the plant. All she did was take some leaves, and she's drying them at home right now. But look at the way the plant is just growing back again. It's still going to produce another harvest and maybe a third one after that. These carrots are doing really good too. This bed here is doing a whole lot better than that bed. That bed, they're only about that tall. This one's nice and bushy. There's Olive going over to steal some mulberries again. Got the peas starting to come. See? You can actually see the pod. These things down here are Brussels sprouts. Don't see any sprouts yet, but we're crossing our fingers for that as well. Okay, that's all I'm doing today. I left one little gap open here so that I can squish my body through, because next is the roof. But I got all of this kind of siding, you know, it's almost like a hardy board. It's like an engineered wood, and it's gonna last a lot longer than just regular wood. It's usually used on sheds just like this. In fact, the shed that you buy like from Home Depot, they actually use this as well. But the inside's looking decent. I mean, looks professionally done in my opinion. I got the side walls done right here, and I do have a little bit of a seam right here. I just don't have it yet, but I have to buy it. At Home Depot, I believe they have boards that kind of match this texture, and I'll basically put that on each corner. I'll have two pieces, and it'll be a really nice corner piece. I can hear Olive barking at something. I hope you're enjoying this build so far. We'll have more as we go along. I'm going to hit the roof next and figure out the doors, I guess. But appreciate you watching. We'll see you on the next episode, okay? You guys take care.